Watkins Glen, it's race number 2 of Lazy Boy Racing Season 3, I think we're in. As you can see from that first clip, there's some trouble in this race. Qualified P5, and away we go. But I'm already getting treed off the line here, falling all the way back to 8, P9, and then a little bit of contact, a little more contact, bit of a chaotic T1, but we've all seen worse. Come out of it losing 3 positions. Not a great start, but it is what it is, as I try to chase this pack down to the bus stop. Night race, and as you can see from that little camera view in the bottom right, this is my stream capture, and the reason for that is coming up here soon with the chaos that ensued. I wanted to capture my live reaction and use that because it got rough. It was dramatic, but funny. You know, it's racing. And so I've moved up here to P7, staying with this pack. Felt like I had a pretty good pace in the practice sessions leading up to this race. These are Group 3 cars. I am in the Mazda Atenza Gr3 car, as I slam into Sweaty there a little bit, but thankfully no harm, no foul. He covers the inside. I tap him again, and not sure what tires he's on. We were required to use all 3 racing tire compounds in this race, but you can do it in any order you want. And the fuel consumption wasn't really going to be too much of a factor. I didn't even bother trying to conserve fuel because I knew I had to pit twice, and was not going to run out of fuel. I would just top off whatever I needed to when I made that pit stop. So up into P6 there with a nice little move into turn 1. I'm advancing forward here. We're at lap 2, and coming to the last turn, Mac goes into the pit lane, so I pick up a position there. Feeling like I got pretty good pace here, and there's a free position as Apex unfortunately slid my teammate. But a little bit later here, lap 6, I'm catching up to SoCal and feeling pretty confident. I've had pretty good pace, and moving up the field. Was P8 at one point, and here I'm staring at P3, knowing I'm catching up and thinking another lap or 2 I may get an opportunity. I had already planned, I'm on the medium compound here, and I planned on going into the pits at the end of lap 8 to switch over to the hards. But as I go through this last turn, a little deep, and I just stay in the throttle, tap the wall. Yeah, there's the instant replay of my reaction. And I knew I was in trouble, and now I'm even more trouble than I realized, as I am completely stuck sideways in the pit lane. If this looks familiar, it is familiar. Here's another angle. So approximately 7 lifetimes later, I get it straightened out. I was struggling to find reverse, find first gear, figure out what direction I was faced. It was terrible. And I'm also thinking, I'm now in the pits when I had not planned on being there. So I'm trying to think of what do I do with my strategy. So I switch over to the hards and top off on fuel. And then I plug my mic in to give everybody an update because they thought there was a glitch with the game. Not a glitch. Not a glitch. Not a glitch. I spun and ended up there. So I'm letting everybody know.
Dude, that sucks.
What exactly happened. That's why I'm using my stream footage here. It was rough. The other thing, and now I've got a 3-second penalty on top of it. Yeah, big sigh. The other thing that was going on and why my mic was unplugged at that point is you'll hear all this noise, and I'm going to turn it down in a second here. My mic stand had come loose on my driving rig. It was bouncing all over and creating all kinds of terrible noises, so I had to unplug it the last second, which totally distracted me and threw me off. But as I'm fighting my way back here on lap 15, there's one position. Apex moves over to the side. Not sure if he had also served a penalty there, but there's a couple of positions back, P12. And then at the very end of the race, Scuds had run out of gas. So that's one free position at the end to end up in P11. But looking at the replay again here from Chase Cam, and you can see I am just wedged in there. And in real time, I really wasn't sure what direction I was facing. As you see, a slew of cars continue to drive by and just trying to shimmy back and forth in Austin Powers-like fashion. You know, in real life, Austin Powers moment, but it's not actually in real life. It's in sim racing life, ISRL, something like that. Cockpit view, and I think on this replay, I actually timed out how long I was stuck there, and it was about 25 seconds of being stuck. And then a 3-second penalty on top of that for a pit lane violation. Not to mention throwing my strategy off with tires. It was terrible. I can't put it any other way. It was terrible. But that's racing. It was still fun. You know, hoping to do a little better here going forward. Good race with everybody as usual. And not a lot of drama. I have since fixed my audio issues. I'm happy to say that mic stand is now solidly mounted. I actually added some rubber isolators to quiet things down, so I'm confident we'll be in good shape for the next one and for any live streaming that I end up doing. I want to say thanks to Dave the Stalker, who was in watching that live stream and commenting and lamenting with my woes. Go check out his YouTube channel, Dave the Stalker. Gran Turismo content there, and you might want to check out one of these videos.